Oh.
They might be able to hear you through mine.
Yeah, it's a good chance that they can. Oh, now we're getting started here. So this is when you know that the orbital supply has started. Different colors for different shields. Blue is going to be easy, yellow is medium, red is hard, and lavender or purple, not lavender, but purple is legendary. We're at 24K. That's a big thing to say. 24K.
That is impressive.
We're 1K away
1K away from the weird flex.
Yeah, wait, who said 25K? We have 0.5x. We'll go up another 0.5x once we hit 25K. So that's exciting. But yeah, they're getting set up now. Dino should be starting to come in soon.
I caught one Dillo.
He's already caught a Dillo coming in. Usually the first wave of this is going to be pretty light in comparison to what the other waves will be like. So this gives you time to confirm if you actually want to do this or not. You know, sometimes you may be in the area and, you know, you see the shield come up and you really don't have your supplies you need with you or the dinos you need with you to take it out. So the first wave starts pretty light to give you kind of an opportunity to say, hey, am I really ready for this? And then as the next wave starts, it should ramp up quite a bit. And each wave goes up, it gets a little bit harder as far as the different type of things you'll see coming out and the levels, you know, that are, or the levels of the dinos that are coming through.
Would you say that's a pretty good way to gauge whether or not you're ready for it? Is if you have trouble with that first wave, maybe it's time to back out?
Yeah. If you have trouble with the first wave, then you're probably not ready, to be honest, because that's meant to be kind of a light wave and kind of a prep wave. So yeah, Zane is going to work here.
I killed Marco.
he's killing his own team. Team kill.
He wanted it.
Right now he's taking out some Delos. They have some on attack here. Zane is going back to check to make sure that nothing's gotten through. You're pretty good because the shield is still up. And if the shield is still up, you know that there shouldn't be anything at the crate. Oh man,
He's going after me.
we're having some problems here.
Hungry.
Oops. That was
Oh
my
man,
Dillo.
got him. Good. Oh, something got him.
Yep.
It's all
I'm gonna
right.
hide behind the
Oh
the
man,
shield.
Marco. Wait, Marco's supposed to be good. Like, what is it? We can't lose on easy.
They're a little mixed in. It's hard to tell the difference between our Dillos and theirs. They're only like black and pink and
Yeah.
purple. Clearly the same. Clearly.
Did they lose?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh,
Thank you
no,
for the
we're-
answer. The
They'll be
confident answer
good.
of like, oh yeah, they're dead.
They'll be good. As you can see, the shield is still up, so they're doing actually pretty good. Shield has a health on it. Each shield has, of course, different healths. You know, and you can see that if you step outside the shield, you'll be able to kind of see where the health is at. But yeah, they look like they're in pretty good shape. But again, this is the first, like this is the initiation wave. This isn't the real thing yet. So we'll see how they do once the real waves start.
So what are we at now? It's 24. I heard when I went to the bathroom.
Yeah, we hit 24.
You guys are killing
24.
Yes.
it. 24,000. You guys are just killing it with this.
Zane with a good strat up here on the mountain.
Oh, wrong one. Needed to add a C.
You got this. You got this, Zane. No performance anxiety. Believe.
Also, another good point about this is it'll be good for if you have dinos that need XP. There'll be a lot of opportunities for experience because the dinos, especially once you get to harder crates, you can see the shield going in right now. So that
Yeah, they're
means
actually
that
doing damage to it now.
They're doing pretty good damage to it. So when you see the shield start to collapse a little bit, you know that you know you're not going to have that shield much longer if you don't take out the things that are attacking it. So, whoa, it is a lot of Taros.
Yeah, definitely as the waves go on, they definitely get harder and more challenging. And each wave is different. Like each wave has like a different unique challenge to it, whether it's, you know, flyers or raptors that will pounce on you. There's always something a little challenging in there. That was a misfire. That was the game. That was not me.
Zane, confidence.
Yeah, so as he's saying, different waves have different challenges, different types of challenges. Some waves you may get flyers, which are a little bit harder to deal with, with land dinos. Some waves you may not get any flyers. So should be an interesting challenge for each one. And definitely a lot different than, our normal supply crates on the island where you just kind of pop your items out. These you're going to have to fight for, but we're hoping the loot that you get out of these is worth fighting for, and it'll give you something fun to do instead of just popping items out of a crate.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more fun than just going through a cave, clearing the cave, and then picking up the crate, seeing what you got. Like this one you have to work a lot more for. You got to build up, you got to have your dinos ready, you got to have dinos that are capable of handling what is going to come through that horde mode, depending on the difficulty. And you got to have the right gear too. There's definitely points that you need to have some type of ranged weapon to properly be able to handle the crate and what the crate's going to throw at you.
So maybe I missed it earlier, but can you guys explain like the wave system? Like, is there a number of waves, or how does it work?
Yeah, there's a variable number of waves, but for anything easy, medium through hard, there shouldn't be any more than 5 waves you have to go through total. But we also have what we calling legendary. So legendary, you go until you cannot go anymore. It is unlimited amount of waves. Basically, you tap out when you're ready to tap out. But those are going to have your highest level of prizes and rewards. And the longer you go, you get a couple more items. It's just, we wanted to do that for the people that are kind of more, want the challenge, want to see how far they can go, how many waves they can beat. But it's incredibly difficult. And you can see some things got through to the crate here.
Yep, now they're pushing up to our crate. Our shield's gone. Our dinos, there are dinos that will just ignore everything around them and go straight for the crate. And then there's dinos that will offset and actually just attack whatever they find, the first, tamed creature or player.
And a really key detail to note, and then just to sort of like double back on Cedric's point about legendary, is that every single wave that you get through, even though it's unlimited waves, if you do lose that next wave, you lose it all. There are no like partial rewards if you guys make it to like wave 13 and then you guys lose on wave 14. Like you lose everything. So
you have to cash out when it's your best opportunity. And you can cash out once you get past. Right now, of course, this may change just due to balance, but right now you can cash out after the 8th wave at any point. So you have to at least get to 8 waves in order to get any prize, but anytime after that, you can cash out and get your prizes. But as John was saying, if you go to 8 waves and you're like, nah, we can do 2 more, and on that 9th wave, the crate gets killed, you're not going to get any participation prizes for it.
There's no participation trophy in ARC.
Yeah. So you have to be smart about when you want to cash out. But just know the longer you go, the better loot, in theory, you're going to get. So it's an encouragement to try to keep going as long as you can and cashing out at that right time because, you want to be able to maximize your rewards. And
You guys will also be aware, too, is that, and this is probably going to be more of something that teams need to be aware of in PvP servers, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but, like opposing tribes can come up and try to open that supply cache.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like ahead of you. Like if you're in the legendary cache and you're on wave 10, you guys are killing it, and maybe an opposing tribe just sees an opportunity to go open it. Like when you open these supply caches, the loot's free for all because it just starts spewing it out. So like the idea behind it is that ideally you want your tribe to control these, but if you're starting to lose control or some opposing tribe opens it, he can and will take.
Yeah, for sure. So you in that case, technically, you kind of want somebody back at the crate protecting it from not only just dinos, but from other players that may be creeping up. Because if you're playing the lanes and you're kind of far away from the crate, you could miss someone coming up and trying to cash that out for you. So it's important to kind of keep an eye on it. And these Taros, man, they are tough.
Yeah. Remember, this is
their
easy
turns
too.
are the worst.
This is easy, right? So when you're on the harder difficulties, you can sort of imagine like how much of an exponential issue flyers are in particular.
Yeah, and they definitely upgrade from Taros. They're
not
not always Taros. There's a few Dimorphs scattered in, so if you don't have something that's got a wide AoE, you're definitely going to get overrun by the Dimorphs.
Yeah.
And then there's some Wyverns.
Yeah,
some other
a very
surprises.
nice,
Yes.
yeah.
We have.
So definitely, like, just be ready for, like, when we, and Cedric mentioned earlier, when we say that the world and the space in Extinction is corrupted and corrupted dinos will attack you, like, we mean corrupted dinos.
Oh, we did it. They beat it. So you get a message up there when they beat it. I think that was probably 3 waves or 4 waves.
5.
Okay, it was 5. Wow,
Full
you guys
5.
made quick work of that. So you can see, you can eject the items once it's all done. And then once you eject them, you'll see, bam, you see these little boxes popping out. And if they have particles on them, that means that's the quality level. So as you can see, he's picking up quality stuff from this.
And then we've got structures, resources. We'll have food too, jerky, different resources. The harder it is, the better the resources are going to be.
Yeah, and this one is easy.
The more high quality.
Yeah.
We also have
Cryopods.
Cryopods that we're just essentially handing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You explain cryopods?
I don't know if right now is the time for cryopods.
Yeah.
I might save that for
Talk
later.
about cryopods, right?
But just know that they
to it.
are
They're
a
there.
thing.
Ain't nothing to it, dude.
We're not going to do it.
They are a thing that will be an extinction.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're giving you out a lot of good stuff. As you can see at the end, it all pops out. It's all, basically free for all. You get, whoever's there to pick up stuff really quickly, then you're going to get more stuff. But it's all color coded as far as the quality. The particles coming off of it is the quality of that item. So visually, you can see which ones you want to go for first, and which ones that may be of interest to you. But yeah, it's
Shoot it.
it is. This is the they're having some fun there.
Oh no, it's got cheats on.
These
He's
wily
cheating.
tribe
He
members.
knows.
Cheating.
Yeah.
Cheaters like Mark.
QA's day is spent breaking the game and finding the what is wrong with it, and then remembering those little secrets that we can't quite fix or aren't quite game breaking.
Yeah.
But are more enjoyable.
Yeah, like you could see in this case, right, when they're playing easy mode and like the shield popped off and whatever, like the difficulty for each of these crates is much more aggressive than the one prior to it.
Yeah.
So when we talk about things like legendary and how crazy it can get, like you do run a very high risk of keeping, you keep trying more waves and whatnot, and just you never know, like at that one point when it just all falls apart on you, and it
can fall apart quickly too.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be A-OK one wave, have 70% of the crate's health, and then that next wave comes in, and then you're down to 20%, and it's it just happens
like
really
life.
quick.
It's like life,
Did
man.
he switch the camera?
Yeah.
Steven, can
Hey,
you switch
Steven,
switch us back to main room?
okay.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. So yeah,
Awesome.
that is orbital supply defense. Again, that was the easier version of it, the light version. You'll see us play a little bit more of that. We'll probably plan on doing something like a tribe versus tribe one to see who can win it. I know we tried that in playtest in QA. That was a lot of fun to do. But yeah, I saw in the chat, this looks like a lot of XP. That's a good point. If you want to come here to Extinction and maybe you have some dinos you want to level up, maybe it's yourself you want to level up, as you can see, you will be able to get a good amount of XP.
Not just XP, you're also getting quite a bit of meat.
Yeah.
As you're going through, every one of those dinos is a fully harvestable. Every one of those corrupt dinos you're killing, fully harvestable. They also drop quite unique resources. The bigger ones get onto the level of like what a death worm would drop as far as the random resources you get. So just going through and doing a horde crate, you're going to end up getting the rare resources like black pearls. All corrupt dinos have some form of polymer, organic polymer, or the equivalent of organic polymer. So that way you're getting a benefit just from being out there and dealing with all this hassle of these dinos constantly aggressing on you. We want to make sure that there's a reward for that. Going to that challenge and building up for that challenge is worth it and has its potential and has its worth there, the value. That's been our whole goal, and what we've been asking the entire time, like for each crate, based on how hard this is and how much you have to do just to be able to get to this point. Because hard and especially legendary, they are very, very, very difficult. And they require a lot of build-up to get to.
For sure.
And a lot of time and investment. Legendary is it is no joke. It's designed for
you're-
in-game. Really, the theme of Extinction is in-game. Really,
Yeah, I mean that is a thing.
bigger, better. The end of arc, not the end of arc, but the end of the game, giving you something to play with that's really challenging, that really addresses that what you do with tames that you've bred and perfected these lines. Something that actually challenges them, because you guys proved that you can go above and beyond what we thought.
Yeah.
We've watched boss fights where there's groups that just run through them like cake.
Yeah.
Horde mode and legendary, the epic difficulty is made for those people who've pushed their dinos all the way. Hard is for just top game.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a challenge in and of itself. But hopefully that's worth it, and the drops that you get from it are worth it.
Yeah.
That's what we're shooting for.
Nor have we even really nerfed it, right? Like in our own playtest, we'll get smashed, and it's it's not like we sit there and we're like we should nerf it. It's just like nope, I guess. Yeah.
Nope, that's pretty difficult.
It's like that's pretty difficult. We just need to be better, or they'll do it. The community will do it when there's 30 of you. So yeah, even internally, it's not like we sit there and as we're the idea behind this is not to make it easy. It's just there's a commitment when you start doing any of these events. That if it's a tribe thing, really bring your tribe, bring your A game. It doesn't matter if it's an easier cache, right? Just be prepared to maximize on the amount of loot that you guys have, maximize on the shared experience, right? Bring as many of your tribe members as possible.
Oh yeah, and just that drop alone, we can actually do another round.
They want to do another round.
We'll definitely do another round.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. This one we'll do it more of a first time experience. You're just going out to check out the crate. That was we're well into level 40, well into level 50. We obviously had